Well, I had a friend that referred me to Lennar. She purchased her home from Lennar in another community, and she had a great experience with that. And so I drove over to Sandera and spoke with Jennifer, who helped me through that process.
Well, my son, he has a home. He's been here for about a year. And so when we sold our home in Mansfield, I thought, well, where could I go? I thought, well, maybe I'll try Burleson. So my son has a home, and he actually lives behind us. So I'd already got a feel for the community and the different homes. We had been in this model so many times, so I just fell in love with it.
We had looked at a lot of new homes. We decided before we started looking for a home that we wanted a new home. And when we saw that Lennar offered everything included, the granite and the different upgrades like that, it was a no-brainer. It made everything very simple. The products that they use and the design centers and all of that was, it was perfect. We didn't really have to go above and beyond our budget getting the upgrades that we wanted.
What made us choose a Lennar? Quite frankly, it was Suzanne and Vanessa. We'd gone to a couple other competitors, and when you're going to buy a house, that's a big investment. It's a hard thing for you to do. And I'd already looked at a lot of pre-built homes, and we went to some of your competitors, no offense, but they were closer to where we were, but they talked to us like we were hicks from nowhere. What do you mean you don't want the big house? I came from a big house. Lennar has a good selection of homes, and I didn't want the small one, I didn't want the big one. I wanted one in the middle, and they said, great. That's this one here or this one here. Lennar was good about that. They just said, these are the homes we have. You like the floor plan? Yes, then that's the one you should get. And it's none of, well, you know, you can afford that one over there. They didn't try to lead us around by the nose. Didn't try to make us feel bad because we wanted something smaller than they wanted to sell. And it was good. Just let me do my thing and let me buy what I want. And
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
The awesome design caught my attention. It didn't look like what I would think of a Texas home would be. And the function of the home was very important to me.
As far as choice, the biggest motivating factor for us choosing Lennar was the home quality and just the overall construction. We could tell that the homes were built better than the competitors in our neighborhood, and we really saw that, and we realized that that was going to add a lot more value in the long run, and we were going to be a lot happier with our home moving forward. Another thing about it was our parents purchased a home from Lennar a few years ago, and they've had nothing but an amazing experience with the builder. And so we assume we're going to have the same experience.
You hear good things about Lennar. They've been around for a long time, and the quality of their work just stands out to us. It's also an affordable home. We both work 2 full-time jobs, have 2 young children. Also just the location of the home. You know, this is McLennan Chisholm, but it feeds into Rockwall ISD, which is important to us as our kids continue their education. So it's just the quality of the home, the location, and just the overall features that are included in the house.
The quality, kind of like Leslie said, the quality is good. The price point is very competitive, you know, for what you get in the home. We walked some houses that were in the same stage as a Lennar home, and the Lennar home was much tighter, which means, you know, probably lower bills, is going to be a little more efficient home. We like that aspect of it, so we just like everything that the Lennar package had to offer.
I think the one thing that stands out in my mind when we first went into the first Lennar home, obviously, just as we feel from our experiences, there were probably 2 or 3 customers that had just purchased a home, and they was there in the model home, and just seeing the experience in terms of how friendly and how cordial, and pretty much I would like to use the word family. It was a family orientation, so much so that one of the persons built a 3,000 square foot home, showed us his electric bill, and this was July in the state of Texas, and the bill was $112. So that spoke volumes in terms of what we saw the product being what they said it was.
Everybody we meet seems to genuinely be happy with the home that they have or the experience. It seems like everybody has a continued relationship. Even as we are going through this process and we are meeting other home builders, we already know our neighbors. So it's pretty exciting. We all communicate on Facebook. We all communicate via text. We all actually already know each other. So that's pretty, that's a really good experience. And so we're all going through this together, and it's really building relationships throughout this process. And that's something we didn't have the first time at all. We kind of all met our neighbors on our own afterwards, but throughout this process, we have been able to meet our neighbors as we go. They host things here at the model home so that we can get to know our neighbors, which we thought was really great too. They want this to be a great neighborhood for everyone. All the kids got to come and meet each other. They played football in the backyard. So it's been really, really good. No one's gonna feel like strangers when they get here, and so that's a really good feeling.